Afternoon, everybody. I am here with Brandi Peacher and McKay Moore, members of the Board of Directors for Lexington Habitat for Humanity, and we're excited today to share with you a little bit of the history of housing solutions, where we've come with that, and where we go from here. And so right off, I'm going to turn it over to Brandi to talk a little bit more about how we got to this point.
Great, thanks Jeremiah, appreciate the introduction. Hi everybody, I'm Brandi Peacher, and I've been with the board for several years now, and in my introductory year, I was asked to chair a subcommittee that would help look at housing solutions and long-term strategies for Habitat for Humanity. So today I'm going to go back in time a little bit and look at our original presentation that overviews the plan that was adopted in November of 2017. So if you will, I'll give you just a brief introduction and then we'll get into the details. In 2016, Lexington Habitat for Humanity adopted a multi-year strategic plan to guide its work and diversify its service delivery to the Lexington community. An assessment of the affiliate's opportunities and threats underscored a critical need to address the projected demand for land in the near future, and more broadly, the challenge to think anew about the affiliate deliveries and how we deliver decent and affordable housing to its partner families. In 2017, early in the year, the Housing Solutions Ad-Hoc Committee was formed. The committee included dedicated staff, board members, community representatives, and all who wholeheartedly believed in the vision and mission of Habitat. And the committee was charged with developing this holistic multi-year proposal to enhance Lexington Habitat, our capacity to serve the community. The plan was to include recommendations for land acquisition, for service delivery, and looked at how we best position the affiliate to fulfill its short-term and long-term strategic goals. We kept in mind that all proposals are not created in a vacuum, but rather they consider the neighborhood and community context as well as the short and long-term impact of our choices when determining our path forward. And in November of 2017, this committee presented a set of recommendations that were adopted by the full board of directors. So today I'll go a little bit deeper into that. The committee was assembled to assess the opportunities for future land acquisition, housing development, and service models for the local affiliate. Over the course of an 8-month assessment period, the group discussed a variety of topics that led to short and long-term recommendations aimed at implementing the objectives within the 2020 strategic plan. The group began with necessary background research about Lexington's affiliate, the status of the city's housing market, the city's long-range comprehensive plan, and discussions of what other affiliates are doing to address the growing need for more affordable housing. Some of what we learned illustrated that the housing market within Lexington has seen a tremendous shift over the past years, ultimately putting more pressure on housing, whether it be owner or rental occupied. So, as you see on the screen here, the committee acknowledged that readily available quality, affordable properties are scarce for our affiliate. The committee believed that in order for the Lexington affiliate to continue to support the community by providing affordable housing and enhancing neighborhoods, Lexington Habitat must consider new approaches. The committee created what was then adopted the 2017 Development Strategies Plan with key recommendations for short-term strategies aimed at accomplishing the goals of the 2020 strategic plan and potential long-term strategies informed by their results. Next slide. The report and the recommendations within this presentation, as well as the final report, aim to serve as a complementary document to the 2020 strategic plan. I want to keep that in your mind as that plan helps guide our affiliate and will be updated fairly soon, and will ultimately this set of recommendations will complement that strategic plan as well. This will serve as a guide for our affiliate moving forward. And I will state that while the committee recommended the pursuit of new strategies and services, the work of the committee also endorsed the continuation of successful programs that are part of the 30-year legacy of service for Lexington Habitat. And these we'll talk about through our short and long-term strategies, but just to hit them here, they included the home buyer program, which we all agreed should continue in its current form, even as changes to the scope of the program are considered. And the successful implementation of Love Your Neighborhood program was success and was recommended to carry forward. So we'll take a look at short-term strategies on this slide. So short-term strategies we believed and are outlined in this plan as being considered to be those that can be implemented within a 3 to 5 year timeline. They're to be supportive of the goals of the strategic plan we mentioned, and the plan that we'll dig into sets the tone for our long-term continued development within the affiliate as well. So if we'll go to next slide, we'll look at some of those short-term recommendations. We specifically looked at property acquisition, and of those, that included large parcel acquisitions. Here we said our affiliate could independently pursue the purchase of a large parcel of land for development and act as the lead development agent. We would consider that. We also proposed the acquisition based on availability, so Habitat being able to acquire vacant, underutilized properties as they're scattered throughout the community based on various evaluation criteria to ensure that it meets our needs for location, price, and availability. And then continuing the existing structure for acquisition, which we seek to acquire existing structures for moderate or significant rehab to utilize in the execution of the homebuyer program. Next slide. We also looked at short-term strategies for service delivery. This we recommend, as we said before, the continuation of the homebuyer program with single-family detached new construction and rehab projects. We, as I said previously, the continuation of Love Your Neighborhood model, as well as we propose we begin single-family attached new construction. So you could state this is much like a townhouse. So the affiliate could begin construction of attached homes, such as the duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, when appropriate parcels are available. Of course, that would need to be studied by a subcommittee in order to understand how we would roll out that model. And we recommended that we begin a rental program. So how could we provide rental opportunities utilizing homes within our own portfolio as well? Next slide. Construction approach. This one was fairly simple for the short-term strategies, where we said we want to continue the home buyer program. Here we would continue with single-family detached construction approach, which we believed is effective with current selection and building processes. Next slide. So then we look into long-term strategies. And so long-term strategies are those that we identified to be considered in the 5 to 10 years following evaluation of short-term strategies. So the committee identified several of those as well. If you would progress to the next slide. When we looked at property acquisition for long-term strategies, we also recommended that large parcel development partnerships be explored. So that means that the affiliate would evaluate the collaboration with a partner for the purchase and development of large parcels of land. We may also look at partnering with an existing or planned development. So here, our affiliate would evaluate the purchase of units at value to maintain affordability in an existing or planned development from an unrelated party. So another developer within our community may be a partner in this instance. Then we looked at buyer-initiated purchase. So long-term, exploring how our affiliate may assist home buyers through our program and expand that program to provide opportunities to identify a home for purchase listed on the market outside of our Habitat for Humanity portfolio. And then lastly, for acquisition, being predetermined areas for acquisition. So as the market continues to change and as we look at planning ahead, how might our affiliate consider identifying a limited area to be the sole principal location for acquisition of property? That was something worth considering as well from a long-term standpoint. Next slide. Long-term strategies for service delivery. This one is rent with the intent to own. So here the affiliate could explore offering a program model to allow families to transition gradually to a financial position that would permit ownership. So they may rent from us initially, but through through programs that we would set in place and education processes, we might be able to change that into an ownership scenario by the end of that relationship there. So next slide. And construction. Here, long-term, we propose looking into a pilot where we would build on spec. And so this would be where our affiliate would test models, where we would select a site and build multiple units in advance of identifying a purchaser in an effort to serve families on a quicker timeline and to efficiently leverage resources. So as of now, you know, we build once a homeowner is identified where they would like to be. And in this instance, we would build some homes before a homeowner is identified in hopes of moving the process along quicker. And so we would look into that from a long-term strategy. Next slide. And then we looked beyond. We looked beyond Fayette County. So we know as the land becomes more and more scarce within Fayette County, and as our neighboring counties also feel the need for additional support, we believe that Habitat, Lexington Habitat, will need to consider in the future merging and what those opportunities might be with other affiliates in the region in order to expand our service delivery beyond Fayette County. And this would open up new doors for us in regards to what we could provide and what land would be accessible to us. And next slide. And so lastly, I'll end here before handing it back over and hearing from McKay more about some updates. But I think what was true then is true now, that we must continue to be strategic and proactive to ensure the success of the Lexington affiliate for years to come. And so the board in 2017, as I believe we are today, believe that the utilization of some of these strategies will help Lexington Habitat for Humanity be positioned to continue to serve our community by providing a range of services. And ultimately, we want to offer affordable housing, enhance communities, and continue to foster hope within Lexington. So I'll end it there, Jeremiah, and I think the next slide just simply states updates as we transition into providing a little more overview of what we've done since this plan was adopted in 2017.
As Brandi's portion of the report indicates, it's been a struggle for Habitat in recent years to find suitable, desirable lots for our families to build on and to have homes. So as a result of that, we've had to seek out new ways to serve and impact the community. With those thoughts in mind, Habitat of Lexington is seeking to construct our first attached home build. This new development comes in the form of 5 two-story townhomes on Perry Street. The expansion by Habitat into townhomes and beyond adds another arrow in our quiver to help serve our families. These townhomes will be 1,800 square feet, have 4 bedrooms, including a first floor primary that is handicap accessible, open concept kitchen and living area, as well as a 1-car garage. In addition to our excitement about the concept, we are also excited about this particular location as it is smack in the middle of Manchester Street and all the growth and expansion the Distillery District has seen. It's a stone's throw from the future site of Town Branch Park, Rupp, and downtown and beyond, as well as high-end townhome development Distillery Heights. Residents will have to sacrifice some parking in the backyard, but we believe that this will more be made up for by the quality of life provided by this location. We believe that this project will be the kickstart for many more innovative Habitat builds and allow us to continue to serve our population into the future.